Hello. After finishing the 3D model, not this one, but the 3D model of the house, we have to start preparing sheets for the presentation. Okay, so first thing we have to do is to right click, create a new one. And well, I have here the 11 by 17 horizontal. How can you do that? You can insert and in title blocks, we will have the 11 by 17 horizontal. Okay, and we can select this one, load into the project. And when we create a new one, we get, I think it was this one. No, that's the modified. I think it's that one. Okay, I'm not a fan of these things here, so we can always change or delete all that stuff and then load into the project and overwrite version. And then we will have just this blank 11 by 17. Okay, so I'm going to delete all those. And on that page, we have to insert the floor plans. To do this, I have here different floor plans, level 41, level 167. Well, those are the levels that I did. Maybe you have different numbers. I don't know why. But the basement, in my case, is level, no, it's level negative 84. Weird numbers, but anyway. So first thing we have to do, we have to prepare two kinds of sheets. It's a floor plan with dimensions and the floor plan with furniture. So you see that I have inserted some furniture here. And what did I do? So just, you can always go to insert, load, and there will be a folder with furniture. And here you will have a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff that we have here is terrible. So to save time, I have uploaded these template furniture on Canvas, template furniture 2021. And you can select here, yeah, so I have selected things that are good. This is a kitchen, this is a table for a dining room, this is a couch, toilets. Okay, so you can select some of these. If you want something different, you can always look for it, but this is good enough. And the only thing we have to do is to copy, Control C, and then to go to the floor plan in which we want to insert it, and then Control V. And here you will have another, well, same bed. Okay, so that's good. And then here you can copy this one. And if you have different bedrooms or different bathrooms or whatever. Okay, so that's what I have done. This is the toilet, this is the shower, and this is a bedroom. The sink is here, another bedroom. And well, basically I have selected these elements, just beds and the bathroom fixtures. And then on the first floor, on the living room, well, we have the dining room with this table and chairs, and then the couch here with a side table. So that would be everything we need here. Oh, and then in the kitchen, we can have different appliances here, okay? So you have to select, you have to place all the furniture there, and then we have to prepare the presentation. So to do that, we have to select the levels, and I'm going to duplicate view. because on this level, I want to clean it up. So I'm going to rename this, and that would be level negative 84 with furniture. Okay. So when we do that, we have to clean it up. We have level negative 84 here with all the stuff, but in this one, I want to hide in view everything that I don't want to show in my final drawing. So hide in view everything that you might have inserted here, the reference planes, the section lines, even the scope box, we can hide in view. We don't delete it, okay, so it's there. And we hide in this view because in this view, all the stuff is there. So we might need grid lines, we might need reference planes and section boxes and scope boxes. But in this, I have hidden everything. Then we have to crop the view. If you activate here the crop region, this is show or hide the crop region. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just working with this crop region, and I'm making it just the size of the floor plan that I want to show. And then on this page, I have to drag this one. Okay, so I have to drag this level 84 with furniture. So place it here. The goal, it's very tight, but I made sure that in this 11 by 17 sheet, we can place 3 different floor plans at that scale at 1/8, okay? And that will be the one with furniture. And then we have to do the same with level 41, that it's my first floor. So again, I duplicate view, and this is level 41 with furniture. And now I have to clean everything up. So hiding view, all these categories. Is, and I'm going to hide in view the scope box. And that's the crop region, okay? So for the crop region, I have to adjust the crop region to the size of my floor plan. So that will be with furniture. Be careful because sometimes we're looking at the first or the second and the first floor. So here I'm looking at level, I'm looking at walls that belong to the first floor in the basement. If that happens, I have to go to the view range in these properties windows, view range. And here everything is associated with level, but the offset doesn't make sense here. Okay, so the bottom, I'm going to do this. And this is, yeah, I think it's the bottom. I don't need any offset. So if the offset is 0 and I apply, then the things that we have on the basement disappear, the walls, and we only have the walls and the furniture that I have on this floor. You can do something else, and I think it's worth doing it. Change, if we have a kitchen and we have the bathroom, usually the floor to the kitchen and bathrooms are different. We can do it easily by using the paint tool. Okay, if we paint, then we have to select the floor. So we have to select the floor here. This is not a floor. If we press the tab, well, we can select it, but at some point we have to select the floor. Okay, let me do this. And so we don't have the floor here, probably because on the view range, the depth is associated with level 41. If we type this offset negative 10 inches, and this is negative 10 inches too, can I select the floor now? Oh, I can't. Okay, I couldn't do it because the floor was hidden. So I did this and the floor was hidden. So you have to unhide the floor, and then you can use the paint option. Okay, so use paint, select the floor. And if we use here, we have tiles. This is the acoustic ceiling, but if we select that texture, we will have tiles there. The tiles are showing when we when we use the textures. If it doesn't show up in hidden line, this is probably because that material, if we go to manage materials and go to this acoustic ceiling, the graphics, well, it has a pattern. Okay, so now we can see it. If we don't like what we have done, we just have to go to paint and remove paint, and we do this and then we remove it. Usually we need tiles in the bathroom and we can leave the rest. So I'll do it again. So let's paint. We can select the bathroom. How can I do this? Okay, if I want to paint only one of the rooms, I can select this option, split face. So if I split face, I select the floor, and now I can select specific room on this floor, okay? And then when I activate the paint, if I just select this part of the room, I will have the tiles there, okay? So that's the, and then if I want to change those tiles, I have to do it in manage materials. I'm using this acoustic ceiling. So if you click here, you can select another pattern, 4-inch pattern. Okay. So if we do that, you see that it will be this way. This is too much, probably. So I can go to manage materials again. And there is all, we can always edit this. So now the line spacing is 4 inches by 4 inches. If we make it 10 by 10, we click OK. So that changes. Okay, so at least you have to show me that you can have like different textures on the furniture. On the furniture. So what's next? We have to go to the sheet that we have created. That's the, I think I dragged the wrong one. Okay, so I have it here. And now I have the furniture and those tiles. And then I have to do the same with the first floor furniture. Drag it here. We have to line it up. And finally, with the second floor furniture. Go. It's very important that they're lined up. So when we have this dashed line, that means that all of them are all lined up like this. Okay, so that would be the first sheet. So we have 3 floor plans with furniture. And now we have to use annotate, and we can draw a text. So that would be the basement. If this font size is too big, we can always edit type and make this text size 1/8. I think that looks better. And then we can copy. That's the basement. That's the first floor. Mm. And the other one would be the second floor. It's very important, the scale. The scale is 1/8. So we can say basement scale 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. And now we can go to the first floor because all the scales are the same. What's next? We need the north arrow. Okay, so when we're in the sheet in annotate, we can select symbol, and in symbol, the first option that we have is it's the center line. Okay, so we don't have anything else. Okay, so let's go to insert, load family, and we have to go to annotations. If we don't have the north arrow here, it will be somewhere. There you go. We have the north arrow. Select this one. Okay. And now in annotate, symbol, now we have the north arrow in this menu. Okay. And we have to place it here, well, somewhere, because all the plans, they have the same north arrow there. Finally, we could do a graphic scale. A graphic scale means we have the scale here, but if we print this out in different papers with different sheets with different dimensions, then that scale won't be true. So we always recommend having like a graphic scale. So how can we do that? In insert, load family again. In annotations, I'm sure that we can find the graphic scale. Yeah, so we have a graphic scale. This is 1/4, and this is 1/8. Okay, so let's try to load this one. And now in annotate symbol, we will have this graphic scale. So in the picture, this is 4 feet, 8 feet, 16 feet, and 32 feet. If we don't like it, and I'm not happy with this because probably it's too big, we can create our own graphic scale, but then we have to do it in the floor plan. So I'm going to open the floor plan, the basement sheet, furniture, and now with a detail line, I can create here a graphic scale. We are working in, or I'm working in inches, so 12 inches would be the first foot. And then 12 more inches, it's another foot, and 12, and 12, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should, and now with the text, I can type here 0. In edit type, the text size. So yeah, now I can make it 1/16. Like, okay, so that's 0. And if I copy, that would be 4 feet. Okay, so that's interesting. You see that when we move this, we hide the line. It's because we have an opaque background, so we can make it transparent. And now that's the 4 feet thing. Okay, and from that point, if we copy this here, and then I move it to 4 feet away, it's 48 inches. So I can do another line. And that will be 8 feet. Okay. Now, if I look at the sheet, I have this 4 feet and 8 feet. Should be the same as this one. Yep. So the values, it's 0, 4, 8. But well, I like this better because it's smaller. So I can do that with a graphic scale. So that will be the furniture plan. And then we have to work with the dimensions, but I will record that in a different video.